Good morning. This is Mayor Valensky with Driving Markets. Let's kick off. So China imposes a metal or chip making metal curb on exports in order to go to straight war with the US on the chip making sector. If you remember last week or a couple of weeks ago, the Biden administration, when he's awake, imposed export ban on chips to China. And China has counteracted that and come along and said, no problem, we're now going to impose a metal ban on the components that make up the chips. Now, this could turn into a major semiconductor chip war. Why? Because obviously both of them are battled for control of the overall economy. Remember, within the economy, everything is run on semiconductor chips, whether you've got washing machines, blow dryers, cars, computers, everything is semiconductor chips. And if there's going to be a war in the semiconductor chip arena, then obviously that's going to have an impact on the semiconductors. However, the markets seem to be ignoring any type of potential negative news. In other words, they only want to move up. And when you've got a market that only wants to move up, nothing I say, obviously, or nothing indicating a fall in the market will be paid attention to. Whether you have a very poor administration in the US like Biden and Kamala Harris, who Biden on MSNBC simply cannot construct two words together. It's an absolute joke, and the media aren't even willing to highlight that. Then you've got a major problem in the state of affairs. So the markets will continue moving up over the next few months, heading for the oblivious end of cliff, just to fall off it. Why are they moving up? Because when 2022 was effectively a bear market, it's important for Wall Street and the funds to show a positive return on their investments. Remember, there is an unwritten conspiracy agreement between the Fed and Wall Street. You give us liquidity, we'll push prices up. We push prices up and we'll give Joe Public the feeling that everything is absolutely fine. So it's in the Fed's interest and obviously in the bank's interest to fool everyone and just keep the pricing moving up. And then you get all of Joe Public piling into stocks. So throughout 2023, you're probably going to have new highs hit in the S&P, in the NASDAQ, in the Dow, and potentially in European markets. The DAX, for example, looks well overbought in Germany, but Germany is in recession. The Bundesbank owes 650 billion euros of debt, which no one seems to pay attention to. Meanwhile, the DAX is going up. So work that one out. Recession, but the DAX is going up. US, recession, markets going up, because it's all contrived. It's all agreed at the outset to push the prices up. It's all algo computer driven. And it's all algo computer driven. The computers are set to buy the market. However, once everyone wakes up and smells the coffee, then you're going to have the market going off the end of a cliff, dropping by 25 to 30%. Real estate in the US, commercial real estate is in tatters. Who are the lenders to commercial real estate? The regional banks. Regional banks are on the verge of going bust. They are the ones that have loaned money to these companies to buy these big shopping malls or office blocks or warehouses that are now being effectively bankrupt, abandoned, and the real estate owner is walking away from that debt. Westfield Shopping Mall in San Francisco, where the owners just walked away and abandoned the mall, has $558 million of mortgage debt. Who's going to pay that? Loaned by the regional banks. You've got office blocks where completely empty, owned by regional or loaned by regional banks. So there's about $1.4 trillion in regional bank loans due by the end of the summer. Yet the stock market is ignoring that. There's going to be another banking crisis. There's going to be another large printing money exercise by the Fed in order to bail out the banks, because the top tier banks and the regional banks, neither of them have any money due to massive exposure and massive losses. Corporate finance has come to an absolute dead stop as far as Wall Street's concerned. So therefore, corporate finance departments are not producing the fees that they would have been produced, and therefore there's going to be more layoffs in the banking sector. But everyone seems to be ignoring the facts. One comment I must make from my colleague and viewer is the Russell 2000. Considering all the markets going up, obviously the RSY, which is the small cap stock, is also moving up. He's done some particular analysis on that, and he's come back to me and said the Russell 2000 looks like it's got at least a 10% upward move following on from the rest of the market. So those of you who are interested in indices and following indices, Russell 2000 could be a pretty good bet for the market over the next few months, considering all the indices are going up. Looks like the RSY will also move up as well if you're interested. Just a quick note on Tesla. Tesla's got massive delivery of cars. Therefore, that's giving it a big boost, and Tesla is moving up. Looks like moving up to the $300 level. It's well overvalued, Tesla. Don't get me wrong, and I actually believe that it should go all the way down to about $180, $200. But who am I to say when the momentum is up? Jimmy in London, well done. As Jimmy says, I always get it wrong. No doubt he also gets it right. So maybe he should set up a channel for driving markets as well, because he's always 100% right when it comes to his investments. Yeah, right. Okay, let's see that one. Anyhow, so I expect Tesla to continue rising with the rest of the market over the summer months. By the end of the summer, come September, October, then you could start to see cracks in this fake bull market, and you can expect markets to come down. Real estate in the UK, is called the property sector, is already dropping 10%. Prices are going to fall significantly as mortgage rates that people are coming off the 2-year and 5-year fixed rates will double, and therefore mortgage expenses going up, and buyers have dried up. No one's buying property now in the UK, so you can expect a fall in UK property prices also. This is Mayor Valensky with Driver Markets. You can share, subscribe, comment. We're trying to give you as much information as possible in order to empower you to trade, invest, build your business. Have you had a look at my book on Amazon, How to Build a Business? I'm not sure if you bought it. It's a short-term book. It's 40 pages. Have a look at it, buy it. I'd be happy to hear what your feedback is, how to improve. Catch you later.